Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In today's video we are going to do the full service for this Toyota Auris Hybrid 2012-2013. So we are going to change the oil filter, air filter and the cabin filter, and I'm also going to change the spark plugs today. I'm going to check whether the spark plugs are good enough to go a few thousand miles, or do we need to replace them. If we need to replace them, we are going to replace them today, and I'll show you how you can clean the spark plugs and reuse them. uh, Before we start the video, I would like to say thank you to all my loyal subscriber that I have reached 100 subscriber, and you are giving me the courage and motivation to make some more videos. So if you keep on showing your interest and keep on subscribing to my channel, I will keep uploading the videos that will help you to do these jobs by yourself. So before we get started, what we are going to do is we are going to remove this wheel so that I have access to the oil plug and the oil filter, and I'm going to jack this up and we will get it started. So let's get right into it. So now we are going to open up this oil cap, and we're going to remove the dipstick. I'm going to leave this dipstick here. So we're going to remove this oil cap. I have jacked up the car. Now I'm going to remove these lug nuts from the tire. So now we are going to cut this zip tie to release this cover so that we have access to oil plug and oil filter. You can see this is cut. I'm going to cut this from this side. This cover will come off. You can push this towards the backward. So now we have access to the oil plug and the oil filter. So the first, what we're going to do is we are going to remove this oil filter, and we are going to remove this lug nut. So let's get started. This socket, a special socket I bought online on eBay. If you want to know, so let me know in the comment. I will put the link down. As you can see, this is coming off now. So I have my pan ready to catch the oil. As you can see now, the flow has been stopped now. So we are going to remove the plug now. So I'm using 14mm socket to remove the oil drain plug. I'm going to use my pan so that any you can see the oil's coming out pretty fast. The dripping has stopped now. We are going to clean this up with the cloth. Give a nice good clean. So about Toyota's original oil filter. That's the original oil, and that's the new gasket. You can see that's the new gasket, and that's the plug. We're going to clean this, wax this plug, and put the gasket. So oil plug is ready to and now we have the oil filter. So we are going to take this whole oil filter out. We need to drain it, and this rubber gasket, we're going to remove this rubber gasket. We're going to put the new gasket. First we clean this oil filter properly. And now we're going to put the gasket. It sits pretty easily, you can see, it sits here. Now we're going to put the oil filter. It doesn't matter whatever the way you can put it on here. So the oil filter is good, plug is good. Now let's put that back into the car. Now we are going to put the oil filter back. Yeah, that's tight enough. So the kit came off. Now we're going to put the oil plug back. Get it tight up. Yeah, there you go. It's tight enough. We're going to put this cover back with the zip ties, because I don't have the proper clips. I'm going to use the zip ties. Secure, make sure it's properly secure. Now we're going to cut the excess of that zip tie. So we are done from draining the oil and changing the oil filter. Now we're going to put the tire back and lower down the car, remove it from the jacks. So we are going to tie the lock nuts to 107 Newton meter. So this is the oil condition. It's I can show you. I don't think so you can see it, but that is I think there is some sort of very sand style of metal pieces are in there. I'm not sure what's happening, but I think it was a very good decision to change the oil right now. So I'm going to put the new oil. So I have got the Toyota's genuine oil, so 0W20. So this is a long life, so it's gonna last about 9 to 10,000 miles, and it's gonna last about a year. If I can do 10,000 miles in a year, that's fine. If I'm not going to do 10,000 miles a year, so still I'm going to change the oil after 1 year. So I'm going to use this Toyota's original. I highly recommend always use 0W20 oil from the Toyotas because that's a long life and it keeps your engine smooth. So let's put this oil into the engine, and I'm going to show you how you can do it. There is another seal inside the bottle. We need to take that seal out. So now let's pour it into the engine. I made this funnel basically it's a DIY, so you can make this funnel. You can cut the bottles in half and you can use it as a funnel. So I'm going to pour it into the engine. First I'm going to pour like nearly 3 liters, and I'm going to check the level. I'm going to pour it step by step, not at once, so I don't overfill it. Some more. I am going to use a dip stick to check the level. Still needs more. So it's 2 liter, 2.5 liter gone. Let's make it 3 liter. Yeah, 3 liter in there. Now I'm going to recheck it. As you can see, it started coming on here. Yeah, it's up to that. I'm going to make it up to into these 2 points into the middle. Not quite there. Need a bit more. Now it's at the middle line, so that should be fine. Let's put a little bit more. It has come to the middle line, so now we are good. I'm going to put the oil cover back. Oil. Going to tighten this up. Yeah, that's fine. So we are done with the oil filter, and now we are going to change the air filter and the cabin filter, and at the end we will change the spark plugs. So let's get right into it. First, open these clips, and it's very simple and easy to change the air filter. You see, air filter will come out. That's all right, that's not very bad. but I'm going to change it with the new one. So that is Toyota's original air filter. That's the part number. I always recommend using Toyota's original parts because they last long and they give you good performance. I'm going to put the air filter back, and first these clips going to go in there. Once it is set properly, going to buckle up like this. So we have changed the air filter. Now let's go and do the cabin filter. So this is Toyota's cabin air filter. This is the part number, and we're going to change it first. This is the glove box compartment. What we're going to do is we're going to open this glove box compartment. Sorry about the mess in there. So, and there is a clip that is keeping it hanging, so we're going to push this down, and from this side as well, going to push this. So that come out. So these two clips we need to push to bring it down. So you can see there is a cover for the cabin filter. So there is a clip, you can push this one, this side, it will come out. So take this out. So there is a cabin filter. Take the old cabin filter out. That's the old cabin filter. You can see it's messy, dirty. So now we are going to use the new one. As you can see, it says up this side, up, nothing that side. So that side is going to be up. So we're going to put that back in there. And that just snip in. So yeah, that's fine. Now we are going to put this glove box compartment back. So this clip first, and then this clip goes right up there. It needs just a little bit adjustment. Put those plug back because I can't do it with one hand. So you can see it's opening and closing fine, nothing wrong. So now we are done with the normal service. So there is another additional service, which is changing the spark plug. So I'm going to show you how you can check your spark plugs, or you can change your spark plug. To change the spark plug, first we are going to remove this engine cover out of the way. There are 3 hooks. First, second, third. 2, 1, 2, and 3. These clips. So we're going to put this away. So now we are going to remove this bolt, this, and this bolt, and going to remove these plugs, the wiring harness, and going to take this out. So I'll show you how you can do that. For Toyota Auris, you don't need to remove this trim because you have enough space to work on spark plug. But for the Prius, you have to take the trim off to gain access to the spark plug. I'm using a 10mm socket to remove these bolts. So first I'm going to remove this one aside. Now we're going to remove these clips, wiring harness clips. So gray, black, that's the combination. Now we're going to take this out of the way. It doesn't make a difference, you know, if the order gets changed, but we will keep them in order. That's the second one, that's the third one. Now we have access to the fourth port. So that's the fourth one out. I'm using this 14mm socket, special socket, to take the spark plugs out. You have to buy this one. I'm going to use an extension. And so I'm going to try with this, so whether I can have a reach. So the first spark plug, yes, we have a reach. I'm going to use this universal joint to gain more access. Okay. I'm going to separate this from this. So as you can see, spark plug has come out. This spark plug looks good to me because that's white, so that is working absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with it. So we're going to put this aside, but I think it's the best idea to change this spark plug. Iridium spark plugs going to last like roughly about 60,000 miles. So I'm going to change these spark plugs, and the new spark plug will last me roughly about 60,000 miles, so I will not have to change the spark plug. These are the high quality spark plugs, iridium, so Denso. These are original from Toyota, so always use these ones. They last longer, they give you good performance, so always use these spark plugs. That's it, now, hold that. Now, go to the third one. That's the third one's turn. Just split the extension into a part. You can see this one. This one is not white. I'm not sure whether this one, but we will see that later on. So the final one. So that's the final one. The tips are fine. They all are working. There's nothing wrong with these ones. As you can see, there's nothing wrong, but I'm going to change them anyway, safe side, so everything works perfectly fine. Let's do this. I'm using these brand new ones from Toyota's iridium. They're going to last about 60,000 miles. I will not have to change these again in 60,000 miles. I'm going to torque this spark plug 90 Newton meter. I'm going to use another extension to give me some more room. Yeah. So that's 90 Newton meter. Let's remove this one. Now adding the second plug. First that goes in there, then extension on top. Yeah, that's done. Splitting up the extension. Goes there. Meter. That's the fourth and last one. I'm using a lot of extensions to work on these spark plugs, so you will have to buy all these extensions. So that's done. We have put all the spark plugs back in there, and we have torqued them to 19 Newton meter. So now it's time to put these ones back. Just don't tighten them too much, so you can break the plastic. Just tighten them enough so they don't come off. So now it's time to put the wiring harness back. So this one goes there. This one goes there. Tight. There you go. So everything is in place. We changed the spark plug, we put them back, we tighten up these screws, harness is back. Now let's put the engine cover back. So first the last goes in there. So the engine cover is properly now. So what we're going to do, we're going to start the car and see how it runs. Before we do that, I'm going to make a final check on oil check. You can see it's nearly above the middle. So this is where I keep the oil level. So let's just start the engine and see. So now we are inside the car. We are going to put the car in a maintenance mode because it's a hybrid car. The engine won't start. So in a maintenance mode, we can start the engine. The first thing we are going to do is we're going to press this start button twice, 1, 2, and going to press the accelerator pedal twice, 1, 2, and hold the brake and shift this to neutral. and then gas pedal twice, 1, 2, and then hold the brake and put this into the park, and then again twice, 1, 2 the pedal, and you can see now it's in a maintenance mode. Now hold the brake and press the start button to turn on the engine. As you can see, the engine has come on. If I go out, I can show you. So the engine is running nice and smooth, no rattling, no problem at all. So if you like my today's video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments down this video. And if you keep on subscribing, it's going to encourage me, it's going to motivate me, so I will make some further videos. So please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.